Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having a magical day, and thank you for taking the time to support the channel. Back with the new Magic the Gathering Arena Standard Best of 1 Mythic Rank deck. It is Selesnya Lifegain. We're going to break down the deck list, talk about the strategies and synergies, demonstrate this within our Mythic Ranked gameplay footage against the best decks and players, wrapping up with our final thoughts, deck review, and pack opening. So don't go anywhere. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. You can also become a YouTube member to challenge me directly every single Sunday to a 1v1. All right, Selesnya Lifegain is the name of the game. 60 card standard, best of 1, 2.5 average mana value with 23 lands, 25 creatures to 12 non-creatures. A few new additions to the deck, and I absolutely love them. First and foremost, it's going to be Cosmic Rebirth for 3 mana at instant speed. Choose target permanent card in your graveyard. If it has mana value 3 or less, you may put it into the battlefield. If you don't put it into the battlefield, put it into your hand. You gain 3 life. I absolutely love this. Gaining life at instant speed within this build is very good. It's a battle trick, if you will. And grabbing things back from the grave directly into the battlefield doubles down at that, right? Because when we do gain life, we can accumulate +1 counters. When creatures enter the battlefield, we'll gain life, which again triggers the +1/+1 counter. Creatures entering the battlefield can also trigger their own +1/+1 counters through Gala. So this is a phenomenal card, and at instant speed, it works so well. Much of the deck is high priority removal, so there's always going to be something for you to grab as well, which is quite nice. And lots of the times, some of the best cards in your deck are removed early. Now we can quickly grab them back right into play. And again, the life gain is obviously really helping the deck alongside the creature ETB. So it's absolutely perfect. I cannot stress this enough. And then we also have Sigarda, Font of Blessings for 4 mana, 4 power, 4 toughness. With flying and other permanents you control have hexproof. You may look at the top card of your library at any time, and you may cast angel and human spells from the top of your library. So this is a really nice way for us to generate card advantage by casting spells from the top of our library rather than our hand, right? That's going to leave our hand there for later on. We can utilize it a bit later in the game, right? So, a really nice 4/4 for 4 with flying, giving your other permanents hexproof, and lots of these other permanents again are very high priority removal, and we absolutely love that. So finally, we'll have the Metropolis Reformer for 3 mana, 2 power, 3 toughness with flying and vigilance, giving us hexproof, which is nice. Target opponent, Sheoldred's Edict, I believe is target opponent. Invoke Despair, to name a few, and that's just going to get rid of that. Very, very nice. 2 power, 3 toughness, flying vigilance, which is pretty decent as well. And whenever it is dealt damage, you're going to gain that much life. So if your opponent gets like a 10 power creature in, this can defend it, and you'll gain 10 life, which is absolutely ridiculous. We can couple that with just bringing it back from the grave with Rebirth, but also indestructible through the safekeeping, or even through the Light Shield array, right? So there's lots of ways to keep that Reformer alive as it is blocking, and the Vigilance will also allow it to attack. Gaining a life is a big part of the deck, I'm sure you know of. Voice of the Blessed for 2 mana, 2 power, 2 toughness. Whenever you do gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on Voice of the Blessed. And whenever it has 4 +1/+1 counters, it's going to have flying and vigilance. 10 +1 counters, indestructible organically, which is really cool. And then gaining life through the Lunarch Veteran for 1 mana, 1 power, 1 toughness. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, gain 1 life. And the Gala Greeters for 2, 1 power, 1 toughness. Alliance. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, choose one that's not been chosen this turn. +1/+1 counter on Gala. Really nice, like I said, for those battle tricks as creatures are entering the battlefield at instant speed through Cosmic Rebirth. Creating a tapped treasure token for us to ramp out in our following turns, and then gaining 2 life, again, which would then trigger Voice of the Blessed, and again, help us survive against the aggro-based meta. Oakley Dokley, we have Screvel, Defector Might here, 1 power, 1 toughness. This will allow us to get an evasive attack in, as well as protect our creature through that ability. And then it's, itself Can't block, it's got Toxic. It really is only used, again, for like a lethal-based strike or to protect a high priority card, which would be Voice of the Blessed 9 times out of 10. More protection through Tamail Safekeeping. Target permanent you control gains hexproof and indestructible until the end of turn. You gain 2 life. The Light Shield Array, in which we can sacrifice to give creatures we control hexproof and indestructible until the end of turn as well, right? So really good protection within the deck and recursion when we need it. Soul Partition doubles down. You know, it kind of does protect you. You lose a little bit of tempo, but it can also act as a defensive based spell. I guess offensive, depending on which way you look at it, I suppose. For 2 mana, exiling target non-land permanent for as long as that card remains exiled, its owner may play it. So if they're going to remove something of ours, we can take it back, not to our hand, but to exile with no taxation. Then if it's something of our opponents that we don't like, we want to get rid of it, we can, you know, get it out of play. They're going to have to spend mana to recast it, plus an additional 2. You know, we love it. Then we have the Font of Hope, 2 power, 2 toughness, 2 mana, flying vigilance. When an angel enters the battlefield, it gets a +1/+1 counter for each other angel that we control. So this is really good. We have a ton of angels in the deck. And then we can also tap it to add 1 mana to cast only angel spells. So, you know, there's the Font of Hope, there is the Reformer, there is the Sigarda, Font of Blessing, and the Steel Seraph, right? So plenty of angels in the deck. The Steel Seraph is a 3 power, 3 toughness for 3 that will give one of our creatures either flying, vigilance, or lifelink until the end of turn. Wow, and then we can cast it for 6 later on. It's going to be a 5/4 if we do. Archangel Elspeth for 4 mana, 4 loyalty here as a Planeswalker, +1, creating a 1/1 with lifelink. This is very good. It's a creature entering the battlefield, and it does itself have lifelink, which is cool. -2, putting 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature. It's going to become an angel in addition to its other types and gain flying. And then -6, return all non-land permanent cards with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. So that's, you know, basically the entire deck, which is cool if you do suffer field wipes. That is the build. We have a ton of land. The Thicket, the Farmland, really, really good for consistencies alongside the Brushland. And then the Sands for the life gain on the Voice of the Blessed. So, you know, there's literally not going to be a match where you don't have both colors because it is so consistent with the Empire and Who Endures as our utility lands as well. So I hope you enjoy the deck. Thank you for watching the deck tech. Make sure that you do watch to the end if you want to see the pack opening, as we will demonstrate this now in a few matches before we get to the wrap up and pack opening. Do like, comment, and subscribe to help support. You can also become a YouTube member, and let's play some Magic. Opponent goes first. Big Ben. We have 2 lands. We have pretty good 1-drops here. One cut down. Always. This, you know, as sure as the sun rising every morning, I will have my 1-drop hit with a cut down. Yes, 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 yes. We'll try again. Don't worry, you're only playing against the most competitive deck in the meta. Down to 17. Kiki Jiki in play. Oh, really? Why not get that Phantom in? There's a good chance that they do run the Graveyard Trespasser, so, you know. Grab 1 life, hit for 1. We just need that 4th land, right? We can pick it up with command, but then defensives are down. Not like we have anything super important to protect, but yeah. Much more so, right? All right, well, I'm going to hit for 1. And then command a land and a token. I think that's pretty good. And then we're going to gain another life here. Play our land. No protection for the turn, but now we can, you know, 3-drop with protection. Not that the Rebirth is doing us any good here, but... Okay, here is the Fable that we all know and love. Harvester might just take the Construct. New. Ooh. I want to play the Planeswalker, but I don't want to play it into an Invoke Despair. I'm sure you understand. Let's attempt to gain card advantage through Sigarda. We have protection. Ooh, that's a tasty treat. Hit for 1 to 17. We ourselves don't have hexproof. That's the other angel. I kind of forget its name, to be honest, but it's the 3-drop Metropolis Reformer. Interesting. Definitely take the Gubo. And I think it's like a Brotherhood's End. Maybe they try to cut down. Chandra's good. So it's -2 on the angel and our person. Ooh, we can kill Chandra, though. Which is good. I mean, this is really going to help us. Take 2 damage for Chandra. Not a problem. Voice out. And then just start pushing up, right? This is a human from the top. Two damage in. Pick off Chandra as well. Decent. Four cards left in their hand. Oh, there it is. We do gain life, and that's going to push up our voice. And we have Sigarda still. Not too shabby. Play a land, second Brotherhood. Right? Are we getting them? Are we getting them, Dougie? This is not a bad feeling to it. Land out. This is kind of annoying, right? Let's do both. Cancel. I'm going to grab the 1-drop. I know it's kind of silly, but you can't tell me what to do. And then this is going to trigger on top of it because it's entering on, you know. And then we can give it life gain, right? That's fun. Too slow, good land, mulligan anyways. I see 4 2-drops and 3 land. We're going to play a slow land first, brush land on 2. With Gala, and then we'll make a treasure? Or just right into gaining life? Treasure, because we tossed the land, and I'll never see another land again. Farmland in on 1. Gala in on 2. Voice in on 3. All right, I mean, so far, so good. Oh, it's Jundle. They might just blast it. They didn't. Treasures are forever. I'm pretty sure it's diamonds, HGG. Don't worry about it. All right. Well, let's hit for one. See what we pull. Nothing. It's another treasure. Or they are required. Hello. Good game. Go get him, voice. I should have Gobacon first. Looked for removal. But I'm just a silly gaffer who wants to live on the edge. Ooh. Uh-oh. This isn't good. You know? Oh, there's the fourth land. We're in big score territory now, baby. Let's go. They don't have removal, though. Unless they get it with the big score. They're like, dang it, I gotta go for it. Maybe I'll find removal. Well, you'll wait your turn, is what you'll do. To the battlefield. Let's grab our +1 counters. Voices in the air. Wait for 12, or we flip the invasion. It's not lethal this turn anyways. It is next turn, again, in the same way anyways, so I think this is probably better. Take that shield. Counters all around. That's good too. Oh, I think they can do it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And they did discard Xander. Uh-oh. Target opponent discards half of the cards in their hand. Good game. Yeah. We still out here. We're good. We're good. A little slow, but pretty good. Kind of a bummer casting those first. I'd like, you know, obviously to curve, but we'll get there. Veteran, Scrabble gain life. And then Voice Sands. Down to 18. Oh my lord. Have mercy on this mono red player. They about to get it. Oh, they about to get it, Billy. Let's hit for 1. We're going to still protect it. 4 is within range for them. If we get that 4th land, though, wowzers. I will block all day. Absolutely. Oh, they're going to take it right away? They know the power. But now they're tapped out, right? And it couldn't block anyway, so why not try to juke me first? Take a Swift Spear. Oh, if it's only one attack, I'll still take it. This entered the battlefield this turn, so, I mean, it's not like there's a land and a 2 damage spell coming our way, so basically to play that next turn. What was it? A 3rd Swift Spear. I mean, I'd love to get Gala out earlier, but without the land, I'd rather just push it. Push it real good. And I will race. They don't want to block, so they take 5 down to 14, and I'm not entirely sure that that's sustainable. 3rd Swift Spear. I say it's all yours if you want to combo in on it. Oh, Crescendo. Does that save it? It does. And they picked up another. Uh-oh. Am I being evacuated again? Lord have mercy. Isn't that a nice sound? Wee-oo! No, it's not quite that pleasant. We have lethal next turn, I believe, so 18 life here should be fine. Squee is just delicious. +3 on Squee only takes it to 5. And they're tapped out. This gains us more life, pushes us up to 7. Currently dealing 3, 6, 9. We're down to 9. And then we gain some of that life back, push up the voice, we smash in. It's another good game. Our opponent's going to go first here. We've got a 1-drop. And a 3-drop. Hey, what could go wrong? Second 3-drop. Not great. Not the worst. I like this. Very much so. So they're convoking an Imperiosaur. I can see it. It's gonna be like a 50-50. No, might first. It has to be. The Turbo Convoke. Not yet, children. Here's the briefcase. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There it is. You can only actually convoke it for 7, unfortunately. Good game, I think, right? We can block this and gain so much life. I think they've beaten us fair and squaresies, but I can stop one of its hits. Oh, no, I can't, because it's going to make it, you know, unblockable. Still big hits. Oh my gosh, Willis. Oh my gosh. I guess they only dealt that little bit of damage to it, right? And then we have to partition it. The Ward 2 exists. So we need just like life gain always. Down to 8. We're at 8. Let's see if we get it. They could have protection. No. 3, 5, 6. Oh man, that's so close. Down to 2. We gain 1. Up to 3. Ooh. Elspeth out with the plus, right? Or is it minus? It's a minus for the win, I think. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. Oh my lord. Ay, that was a close one. I cannot believe we made it through that. I totally thought we had won when I said good game, had lost, excuse me, when we had sent out the good game there. I was like, you know, how do we get through this? But what do? Give it your best, and, you know, sometimes you get lucky. What could go wrong? The fact that we don't have double white source? Oh, maybe. The fact that we're playing slow in an aggro deck? Who knows? The fact that we've never been punished in our entire lives? You tell me. You know? I'm not too sure. Let's turn 1 cut down just like every single time. Don't kid yourself. There's just... Well, why would they save it? They know what's coming. They're like, no. What? They've tapped, though. This is a strange bank. I mean, they have other removal, you know? That's probably what's happening. I wish I had protection. That would certainly be cool. But we'll do our best. Just play like a graveyard trespasser. You know, that's pretty good. Nice 3-drop for you. Play Gix. That's pretty good too, huh? You know? Just not removal. Ooh, the Flesh Doggy. You know, when I ordered my Flesh Gorger online, they never told me that the ribbing of it would be so aggressive. HG, I told you last time, I'm gonna unsubscribe if you keep this up. What do you mean? That's way too aggressive. Not removal, and, you know, that's great. We're gonna pop off. This is half of their life total, right? So, don't mind if I do, Hugh. Don't mind if I do. Down to 12. And we've got good blockers, too. It's just shouldered, right? Part of me doesn't even care. I don't want to block at all. It would be a safe double block, though, right? Path of Peril. That has nothing. It's got all to do with our mana value, though. Right? It's mana value 2 or less. So if they do gain life, they go to 15. Man, I don't know what you've got. Homie, don't play! Dude, I should still maybe be able to hit for 15. This would protect us from an Invoke Despair. For 7, they're doing that extra 1 damage. Okay, that's a lot of life gain too, you know? That's why they wanted us to block, to get that without having to exile there, right? I mean, they just grabbed a ton. So this is 2. We can cast this for 1. Paying 3 life. I think we can still Turbo Blast. And I'm not going to give them the land until, you know, hopefully they've already spent some mana for the turn. Command would be pretty good against us. We'd only have... Oh, I think Command is target player too, though. And we're safe from target player as long as the Reformer's in play. Alright, I'll gladly pay that 3 life. Taking 9 damage for the turn and hitting in for lethal next. Alrighty then. I like the land, but I don't like the hand. Turn 2 invasion's cool. Command is not wasted, I guess. Whatever. Let's make it work. You know, it's just not ideal. And you can't have a perfect hand every game. It's not so butchered that we can't make it work. Right? I mean, there's like a pretty good 2, 3, 4 here. And we have protection once we get there, so... What's the worst thing that's going to happen? Counterspell every single turn? No, I don't know. Probably. Probably not countering this on 1. And then I actually get in their hand. So typically I'd love a Gala. But I want to make sure that... we do have the situation under control here. Oh, yeah. I think just we're taking Thirst, right? And now we know they've got counterspells. We'll cast Gala because it can be rebirthed. All right, just kind of eating up that counter magic. Let's pull the counter spell right now. Grab the land, make the construct. Paying 2 life for it. That's fine. But it's that last make disappear. Here's a consider. That, I mean, that's pretty good, right? Right into the Djinn. Oh my lord, they're not wasting any time. That's very good. And they've got a Fading Hope to bounce whatever we do. You dog. And we've been paying life pretty aggressively. And also playing pretty slow. So I think they choose not to counter there. Best thing is that we eat up the Fading Hope, grab some life, and that way we can take a hit from it. I mean, they're still at 20, which is really bad for us. Ooh, Thirst Adelphia. Land discard, hit for 6. Ouch. No blocks. Land out. Grab life. Attempt the invasion. Attempt Sigarda. This is a counterspell. Smile. You're on Candid counterspell. You know? So we need life gain, obviously. The Reformer can grab us a really good amount of life gain, I think, as well, if we're able to survive that long. Oh, yes, 4 counterspells. Hey, that's pretty cool, dude. You're good. You're good at this. We have a successful blocker here. Do they have a second question mark? All right, blocks up. Then they still go for it. They're like, I don't care. I'm swinging anyways. I actually should have grabbed Gala first, I guess. So let's grab Sigarda. Or another invasion. Oh, the invasion would be good. Sigardia's not bad, though. The life gain's pretty cool. Can they remove the Reformer? 2 cards in hand. They probably draw about 15 cards. Right? No attack. Oh my lord. We can pay 2 for a Make Disappear. Gain 1 life. No attack. And now the Reformer has Hexproof. Oh. Bam! So why they concede here is because the Djinn cannot attack. The Reformer's going to block it, and we're going to gain 9 life there, right? And now we've got that draw engine, Steel Seraph off the top. Let's go, and we can outpace them. Let's keep 7. Very good looking hand. If we don't get dunked on, Esper Legends is a good build. Oh, it's phenomenal. Please leave me alone. Hit first. Grab the life. Thank you for much. Thank you so much for the support. Dyslexia for the win. Oh, that's not a land. We have rebirth, so let's push it. Push it real good. Guaranteed there's removal on this voice. Yeah. I don't like that. Really liked a third land there, but welcome to Magic, you know? For this is the best game. Oh, getting in deep, tapping out. Give me that land. Holy. Randy! Not right now, Randy. I mean, that's the only way we're going to get to some of these angels, I feel like. Oh my gosh. No field wipe yet. That's crazy good news. It was definitely a Steel Seraph. And we can attack now because we're going to use the Hope. It's either 1 extra damage or 4 life. And I think I'd take 1 extra damage in this matchup. Just keep up that safekeeping. Gain 1 life, push up the voice, and, you know, just pray it's not a farewell. Smells like farewell. Yeah. And that dunks on our rebirth, too. It's brutal, bro! Oh, it's double brutal, bro. Selesnya Lifegain is no joke. I do think that it is still missing a few pieces. Cosmic Rebirth was a massive help, and I could easily see 3 copies of this being run in the deck. Font of Blessings, Sigarda, I do really like as well, as this is a deck that doesn't have a lot of potential card draw. We could bring in Sanctuary Warden, and that's, you know, a little bit heavier, a little bit more mana than we typically like to play. So the Font of Blessings is a nice middle ground for that, and again, a very good excuse to take this from a mono white deck into the Selesnya green and white build that we see here today. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below if you have any suggestions, for, you know, specifically, I should say, other green cards. You know, can we balance the mana requirements in the deck anymore? I do like when a deck is 50-50. Obviously, we can get around with it not being this way, just for consistency. So it's so straightforward if you can get it to work. And then you don't have to run so many of the crazy lands, right? You can kind of, you know, maybe use a colorless land that benefits the deck in a way or something. I digress. Let's tear open to the pack. Here it is. Oh my lord. March of the Machine. Set booster. I am out of town tomorrow, getting mechanical work done on my truck. And I will be visiting a local game shop, because I don't have one locally. It's hundreds of kilometers for me to see a game store, which is very sad. But I got a good deal on my truck. So we're going to go Get some work done on it out of town, like I said, for the day. I'll probably just leave it at the mechanic shop. Go visit the card shop, hang out, maybe grab some coffee or something. And like I said, maybe probably buy a box. I don't know if can you buy the Aftermath as a box, or is it like, are they full-size boxes? Or are they smaller? I truly don't know how that works in paper. I guess we'll figure it out though, right? So that's cool. We still have plenty of this box left to go. Probably only about halfway through it. But, you know, worst case scenario, we just start burning through more packs per video or per day. We do also have the Lord of the Rings set already ordered. Was super excited for that. We got the collector's box. So I'm really, really looking forward to opening that with all of you. This is the big one. Here's the big one. The Dawn for 4 mana. I don't even know if I've seen this. Incubate X twice, where X is the number of lands you control. Maybe with Chandra. I don't know. Is that really a rare card? Oh my lord. We get a holographic Thaliad. This card feels thicker than the others. Woof, you know? What a terrible pack. I'm just going to take this Jin-Gitaxias home with me, I guess. Call it good. What do you mean, HGG? Glistening Dawn's one of the best cards in the set. I don't think so. Anyways, thank you for watching. Have an absolute magical day. We'll see you soon in the next.